A lot of brands have been going after forgiveness in 2024. So today I have 4 brand new fairways from this year, which are going to be perfect if you're looking for forgiveness. Now, if you're a mid to high handicapper that struggles to hit fairway woods, whether it's getting the ball in the air, hitting it straighter, or just having that more forgiveness because you mishit it off the center of the face a lot of the time, we have 4 options here today that are going to be perfect. We have the PXG Black Ops, we have the Callaway AI Smoke Max D, we also have the QI10 Max and the Cobra Dark Speed Max. Now these are all very different in tech and look, and to be honest, they all have something a little bit different to offer. So we're going to dive in and find out just how they all differ. Okay, so first up we have the Callaway AI Smoke Max D fairway. Now this is Callaway's most forgiving fairway model. It's also their highest launching model as well. It looks great, it's very clean, and you've got the carbon chassis at the bottom, which has saved 24 grams of weight. So you've got 12 of that which has been put forward right here, and then 12 which has been kind of placed at the rear. Now on top of that you have the brand new AI Smart Face, which we've seen in the drivers, and as you probably know from the reviews that were done already, it is very forgiving across the whole face with those mini kind of sweet spots dotted around. So if you do mishit the ball, you're going to see a lot more straighter, longer and higher flighted shots as well, just because there's so much forgiveness across the face. Okay, up next we have the Cobra Dark Speed Max. Now this is firstly a really nice looking club, especially with it being all black. Cobra have kind of stepped away from the brighter colors that you may have seen in the past. But we have some familiar technology, shall we say, which we've seen in the Aerojet in previous generation. So we have the power bridge weighting, we have the power shell insert, we have the hot face, and then you have the adjustable weighting, which you can play around with that draw bias setting as well. So the hot face is going to give you forgiveness across the whole face, so no matter where you hit it, you're still going to see great distance and great speed as well off that. And with the power shell insert, it's just going to add to that forgiveness and making sure there's no energy lost when coming off the face. Really cool with the power bridge weighting at the front as well. Again, it's just going to give you more distance. So what Cobra have done this year, they've really doubled down on that distance and speed package with the Cobra Dark Speed. Up next is the QI10 Max. Now, just like the QI10 Max driver, which is TaylorMade's most forgiving driver to date, the QI10 Max fairway is TaylorMade's most forgiving fairway to date as well. 200cc head. It has the same similar tech traits as the driver does. We have the infinity crown. We have the little kind of white strip that sits between the face and the crown as well, so it just makes it easier to align. We have the twist face technology in there. So if you do have those mishits, you're going to see a lot straighter ball flights and higher ball flights and longer distance as well. Now you've also got the speed pocket on the bottom, so if you hit it low in the face, again your speeds and distances are going to be maintained. Overall what you have is a fairway that's going to give you the most forgiveness and best distances possible in this 200cc head. Up next we have the PXG Black Ops. Now this fairway is really interesting as it's one of 2 options that you can get in the fairways. So as you can see with the likes of Cobra, Callaway and TaylorMade, you usually have kind of 3 fairway options. There's only 2, and this is the most forgiving one from PXG in the Black Ops. What I like about this is it's slightly different than the other ones. It's not as shallow in the head, and the face a little bit more squarer, kind of almost a little bit similar to a hybrid, if I'm really honest. Now you've got the carbon crown, and then you've got all this adjustability on the bottom as well, which you can change around and make it as high an MOI fairway as possible, giving you great stability, especially on those mishits across the face, which is then going to give you great distance and also straighter shots as well. Now, new to this fairway wood is the high strength stainless steel face, which is going to give you not only a great feel, but it's going to give you great speed and great distance as well. Now what you're going to find is the internal rib design is going to give you great stiffness and support with those ball speeds as well. And then you combine that with the adjustable weighting, you've got great MOI, you're going to see great speeds, great distance, and it's going to be easy to hit, especially on those miss hits. Okay, so it's time to jump on the Trackman, get some numbers, and up first, we're going to be hitting the Callaway AI Smoke Max D Fairway. I love the little chevron at the top, which marks the middle of the face. I used to have a Callaway Steelhead Fairway, which I used to love, but it's got a very similar shape. But it looks great, feels great in the hands. Quite excited to see what it sounds and feels like as well. Now, with a draw bias driver, I will see it go a little bit left, like that, for example. But it feels great. It's very crisp off the face. Sounds great too. And I'm not gonna lie, that is a pretty nice shot. All right, so up next is the Cobra Dark Speed Max. Now, it's the only matte finish fairway we have today, so it does stand out, and I do like the way this looks at address already. Maybe a little low in the face. Oh, how nice is that? Nice little fade down the middle. Like and sub now, please. Thank you very much. That is really easy. Look at the height as well. Really easy to get in the air. I did hit it a little low in the face, but the ball speed's been very impressive. More of an aerodynamic kind of story to this head, and you can kind of see that with the club speed there as well. Up next, TaylorMade's most forgiving fairway today, the QI10 Max. 200 cc's, bigger head, shallow, long. One thing I do like the infinity crown. I think that's a really nice touch that TaylorMade have done this year. It looks very clean. That works. God, look at the height on that. Now, one thing I will say is, with the QI10 Max, the loft is slightly higher by a degree, so it's at 16, so you will see straight away a slightly higher flight. But I mean, that's just gone in the air with, you know, just with ease, and the speed as well coming off that face is just nuts. Feels effortless, really easy to hit, really nice. Okay, so up next we have PXG Black Ops. I like the way the carbon crown just kind of separates itself from the little alignment aid. So you've got a nice kind of like clear black strip. The face is a little bit taller than obviously the other three that I've hit so far, which I can see. So it's a little bit more squarer. Fell off that. Straight down the middle. So I actually lost my balance a little bit there, and it's gone pretty much straight down the middle. The height of it's really good. Now, what I will say is this is a 4-wood that I have, so it's playing at 16.5 degrees. Obviously, I've got fitted for this because it's just that gap that I need between those kind of longer irons as well. But just shows you how easy this is to get in the air. A lot of fun to hit, feels great, sounds great, comes off like a bullet. What's not to love? Okay, so we're gonna hit 5 shots with each fairway, and then we're gonna do a big comparison at the end. We're gonna talk about ball speed, distance, height, spin, dispersion, and give you all the data you need. So before we dive into the numbers, just wanna say a big shout out and thank you to Golf It. None of this would be possible without this lovely Trackman simulator they have here. And if you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out when you're in Glasgow. So a big shout out and a thank you to them. Okay, so here are the numbers, and we're going to start off with the Callaway AI Smoke Max D. Now, the Max D is this white circle that you can see here. Now, you may think that, oh, they seem maybe a little bit far apart, but if there's one thing that they have in common is just look how consistent the distance is. And that's what I found with this. The consistency in distance, no matter where you hit it off the face, was really very good. The ball speeds are incredibly fast. It's really easy to get in the air as well. The height's great. I actually found it quite low spinning, which was interesting, but because it's so high launching and easy to get in the air, like the carry distance is insane, and then you're going to get that rollout as well with the distance. But yeah, the new AI Smart Face is fantastic, and with this being a draw bias head as well, you know, I was going to find a couple that are going to be on the left, but when I tried to obviously fight against it a little bit and hold the face a little bit more square, I did see a lot more kind of going down the middle as well. But this is an amazing option. If you want that faster ball speed, and consistency in distance, the AI Smoke is a great option. Okay, so up next is the Cobra Dark Speed Max. Now, this one, as you can see, is the yellow box. Now, I actually struggled with this because I was just trying to fight it from going left. That just shows you how strong the draw bias is in this head. So if you are someone who does hit that big left to right shot, you're going to see this go right into the center. So you're going to hit straighter shots straight away. Now, one thing I did notice was the ball speed. Now, I got the fastest ball speeds out of the Cobra Dark Speed, which was really impressive to see. And the height, it was really easy to get in the air as well. It did spin that little bit more. So if you are someone who needs to keep the ball in the air and get that little bit extra carry, you're going to see that with this, and you're going to get that roll out, and you're going to see some great distances as well. So if you're looking for speed and a little bit more distance, the Cobra Dark Speed is going to be a great option. Up next is the TaylorMade QI10 Max. Now, this is TaylorMade's most forgiving fairway to date, and for good reason, and here's why. Now, in the blue circle, this is the TaylorMade QI10 Max. Now, there's a couple on the left, which is obviously me trying to fight from turning the face over, and when I managed to keep it a little bit more square, you can just see how straight this is. It's very forgiving, very stable. You've got incredibly fast ball speeds. It's really easy to launch. It's incredibly easy to get in the air, 133 feet. Spin is great as well, and the carry and total yardage with that extra bit of roll is superb. If you're wanting something which is going to give you, consistency, straighter shots, and something that's really easy to launch and get in the air, and with that twist face technology, you're going to see the forgiveness that you're looking for as well. All right, so we have the PXG Black Ops Fairway. This felt great off the face, and dispersion-wise and consistency was very good as well. I was kind of turning it over. I was hitting a little right to left today, but you can just see how consistent it is. Now, the one thing I liked about it was it wasn't necessarily the highest launching, but it was somewhere in between. Really nice to look at, very different in shape as well. A little bit more kind of compact, I would say, in comparison to others, but the ball speeds are brilliant as well, along with your spin rates, easy to launch, and the carry distance and total yardage, really very impressive as well. Obviously with the adjustable weighting in the toe heel and at the back as well, you can really make this as stable and as high MOI as you like. So it's going to give you the most forgiveness and stability for yourself and your game as well. And that's exactly what you see here. It's just great consistency, stability, easy to launch, and great ball speed as well. Those 4 fairway options are the most forgiving options that have come out in 2024. I mean, as you can see, very consistent, very forgiving, easy to launch, but loads of different tech across the range to kind of suit you and your needs of what you need in your game. So hopefully you've got all the information you need to make the decision and go out, get fitted for those fairways. I've been James from Bunkered. See you next time.